I have a very important question for religious people, and I don't think that they are going to like it. Do religious people truly believe in what they say they believe in? Let me rephrase that. Do religious people only believe in religion, the Bible, etc., out of fear of not believing in it? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you truly believe in the words and the teachings of your holy book? Or are you just so fearful of not believing in it, not believing in those words, not following those teachings that you would rather not take that risk? And if I'm being completely honest, I think it's the latter. I think a lot of people only believe in religion out of fear of not believing in religion. I don't believe that they truly resonate with the teachings of those religions. Now, I'm not saying all people, but I think it might be a majority. If not a majority, just half at least. If you aren't already aware, I used to actually be a Catholic and a Christian. I was Catholic first and then became a Christian later on in life. But it was never really my choice. You know, it was something that was more like, oh, this is what the family believes in. This is what your mother, your father believes in, your siblings. So you have to believe in it. It wasn't much of, oh, you explore this yourself and try to see if it resonates or not. It wasn't that much of that. You know, I had religion forced on me. My mom used to force me to go to church all the time. I had to read the Bible. I read the Bible, I believe, 2.5 times. I was very young when I read it, but I read the Bible 2 full times my whole entire life. And that was back when I used to actually believe in the stuff. But funny enough, it was actually the Bible itself that made me stop believing the Bible and stop believing in religion and Jesus and all that, right? But we're not going to go into that today. That's not what we're talking about today. We're not talking about me today. We're not talking about Miguel today, all right? There's just something that's just been on my mind for a while. And just something that I observed for so many years. After not being religious for so long, there's something that I notice about religious people, right? Because, you know, sometimes when you in it, when you experiencing whatever you're talking about, it's hard for you to gain an accurate perspective of, you know, things. But when you take a step back, a lot of the times, you'll be able to see things from a bigger picture, you know? Let's get into it though. So it just baffles my mind. Like, now I can honestly say in other religions, like Nation of Islam, there's a lot more respectable people there. Like, there's a lot more people in that religion who truly respect and honor the teachings of that religion. But when it comes to Christianity, it's a little bit more iffy. It's a little bit more iffy. I've noticed that a lot of Christians will sin, ask for forgiveness, and then do that same exact sin over again. And that, to me, that's like, in my eyes, that's like taking advantage of the fact that your God is forgiving. And I don't 100% believe that just because you ask for forgiveness that you will be forgiven. I believe that it has to truly mean something when you ask for forgiveness. I could be wrong, but that's just how I look at things, you know? I mean, a person on the street wouldn't accept your apology if they feel like it wasn't truly genuine. We're talking about an all-knowing being that, you know, already knows how you feel, and I don't know. I know there's a lot of Christians will do a sin, repent for that sin, and then repeat the process over again. And I feel like that's like really taking advantage of, you know, the fact that your God, your creator, is forgiving, you know? I believe that if you truly was sorry for the act that you did, then you will work on yourself to stop yourself from doing that same sin over and over again. Now, here's the thing. I'm spiritual. I don't believe in religion. I don't believe in Jesus or Muhammad or I don't know who else. You know, I don't believe in none of that. I don't believe in sin. I don't believe in, I kind of believe in hell, but I don't believe that it's a place that you automatically go, whether or not you want to or not. You know, I believe that people create a living hell for themselves. But again, that's for another fucking video. I don't believe in a lot of these things, right? I don't believe in sin. I don't believe that it's possible to sin, right? But when you look at the commandments, when you look at the sins, right? Most of those sins I just naturally don't do. It comes naturally to me to not. Okay, it comes naturally to me to not lie. You know why? Because I don't fear how people perceive me when they know how I truly feel about something. So I don't really, it's rare for me to lie about anything because I truly don't give a fuck. And that's not me trying to seem cool or anything like that. It's just, I truly don't give a fuck. You know, the way I move is I like to treat people the way I like to be treated. So in that case, in that scenario, it's gonna be rare for me to move in foul ways and shit. Most of the time when people are lying is because they're moving in foul ways, and they don't want people's perceptions of them to be tainted, and that's why a lot of people lie about things. Me, I perceive most people as being dumbasses. I'm sorry, especially in America. We talk about the United States of America. I perceive a lot of people as being dumbasses. So there's no reason for me to really care about what they saying because they already be talking nonsense. But another thing, I don't believe in stealing. I naturally don't believe in stealing. Why? Why don't I believe in stealing? Because of what I just said. I believe in treating people the way that I want to be treated, And I don't want somebody to steal from me. I like my possessions, I don't believe in cheating, right? Now, I know you will hear guys say, guys are only as faithful as their options. They will say that guys who don't cheat can't cheat. And that might be true for some guys, but I mean, look at me, bro. Look at me, bro. I am definitely one of those guys that can cheat. I just choose not to cheat, okay? The reason why I don't believe in cheating is because I have two options. I can, A, stay single, just play the field, have fun, be with as many women as I want, right? Or B, get into a polygamous relationship with more than one woman. I've been in a polygamous relationship before. It's not really that, it's not as rare as you would think it is. So that's personally why I don't believe in cheating, because I feel like it's messy to cheat. I feel like it's actually passive aggressive for a guy to cheat, because if you sitting here and giving this woman the belief that you're agreeing to being in a monogamous relationship, but in your mind you're actually thinking like, yeah, I'm just saying this shit so I can get her, so I can fuck her and shit, that's having a scarcity mindset, is it not? Because you're sitting here, you're saying that you're too afraid of telling her how you truly feel about this relationship. You don't actually want just her. You don't actually just want a monogamous relationship, but you're letting her think that because you want to still hit, because you don't want to drive her away. Is that not being passive aggressive? You're not saying what you're actually feeling. That's the definition of being passive aggressive. So I believe that, when guys be like, oh, all guys cheat, I think it's bullshit. It's not, no. And when they say that guys are only as faithful as their options, that's also bullshit. I had hella girls pushing up on me while I was in several different relationships. But you know what stopped me from cheating on that girl? She was on her shit. She was on her shit. I didn't have to, for the most part, I would say like 90%, she was just on her shit, I didn't have to worry about her doing this. I didn't have to worry about her being in other dudes' faces and shit. She gave me sex whenever I needed it or wanted it, without hesitation. She was loyal to me. She was faithful. She was feminine. She was attractive, I feel like if you are truly in love with a girl and you truly did not settle for her, you won't even feel the need to cheat. I know guys will sit here and be like, oh, sometimes you get tired of the pussy. Can't relate, my dude. I can't relate. There's too many fucking positions out there. There's too many variations of how you can have sex out there for you to get bored with pussy. Like, I just feel like, bro, if you, I don't know, I can't relate to that. I can't relate. Back to it, there's a lot of fucking sins that I just naturally don't do. And so my beliefs are, if I'm somebody that doesn't believe in sin, but I naturally typically don't sin, why isn't that the same case for people who actually believe in this stuff? And that's why I draw my conclusion that I don't think that these people truly believe in it. I don't think that these teachings are actually resonating with these people. I think that they are just so fearful of going to hell and being punished for eternity that they would rather align themselves with this religion rather than actually seeking more answers outside of religion. Look, if you have to constantly ask for forgiveness for doing the same act over and over again, then I think it's safe to say that you don't truly resonate with those teachings. At least not now. Maybe you can further, down the line in your lifetime, but as of right now, I don't believe that you truly are resonating with those beliefs. And I don't think that I'm better than no one. I don't think that I'm perfect. I don't think that it's incapable for me to make mistakes. But I do think that it's very telling and that we need to have this conversation, because I think a lot of people are only choosing religion out of fear. And that's not, anything that has to put fear into you for you to believe in it is probably a sham. You know what I mean? If I have to sit here and beat you to be respectful of me, to be loyal to me and all that shit, would you say that that person is truly respectful and loyal to me? I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so. If I have to sit here and whip somebody so that they respect my authority, do they truly respect my authority, or are they just trying to avoid getting hit again? So I think that I urge a lot of religious people to truly go within seek within, go within, and question all your beliefs, all of your beliefs. Because the moment that I did that myself, I stopped believing in it, and my perspective of the world altered. I became a lot more open-minded, and now I look at things from the perspective that I think that all these religions pretty much are telling the same stories over and over again, just with small adaptations and alterations. What I've came to kind of theorize, I think that these religions wasn't actually talking about people on this earth. I think that they were all, I think that the religions, the stories up in religions and holy books and texts, I believe that they are parables. Parables meant to help guide you throughout life, to give you important life lessons, to mentally prepare you for the world around you. But I can honestly say, like, a lot of this shit comes naturally to me. And if it doesn't, if you struggle, then I think that you really need to seek within and ask yourself the important questions. Do you truly believe in this, or are you only believing in it out of fear?
Remember, faith is believing in something because you want to, without worry of the consequences. But fear is believing in something because you think you have to.